Hello? Welcome.
This is the two cities.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Have you ever woken up feeling exhausted and tired? I have. Despite my attempts to go to bed early and occasionally take a sleeping pill to sleep through the night, I still wake up feeling shattered and drained. Some might say it's because I need a new mattress. Others might say it's the South Carolina Boo Hag. My name is Ellie, and welcome to another Tales of Two Cities mini-episode. With cities founded before the United States became the Union of One to the horrors and atrocities of slavery, South Carolina is a state filled with the varying degrees of history and culture. From the start of the slave trade, Boo Hags have had a major stance in South Carolina superstition, being derived from the Gullah culture. Almost 500,000 Gullahs live in the eastern coast, with the largest majority of Gullah descendants living around the Sea Islands in South Carolina. Despite hundreds of years of slavery, war, natural disasters, and religious pressure, Gullah culture has preserved. Maybe they were able to stay away from the evils of the Boo Hags of the West, or American slave owners. One major belief in Gullah culture is that people have a soul and a spirit. The souls leave the body after death and, if good, go to heaven. The spirit stays behind to watch the family of those left behind, guiding and protecting them along the way. And the bad spirit? Well, that becomes the Boo Hag. The Boo Hag is a product of Gullah culture and is similar to the local vampire. However, they gain their sustenance of energy through the breath of their victims. Boo Hags don't have any skin. They instead have a reddish layer with bulging blue veins. In order not to be noticeable, they would steal a victim's skin and wear it until it becomes worn out. If the air is hot and damp and begins to have a whiff of rot, that's when the Boo Hag is close. Through a small hole or crack, the hag will access the home, position itself over the victim by sitting on their chest, and suck out its breath.
Through the darkness, I can see this shape. I tried to get Hunter's attention, but I can't move a muscle. I'm paralyzed. Start sucking my air out of me. And I thought, this is how I'm gonna die. Suddenly, it just popped in my brain. I'm going after your daughter. And it ran down the hall. I've never heard Grayson scream like that before.
This makes the victim helpless, putting them in a deep sleep. If the victim struggles, the hag takes their skin. However, generally, the hag tends to leave the victim alive, only making them feel tired and slightly out of breath the next day. This superstition is where the South Carolinian expression, "don't let the hag ride ya," comes from. There is a way to stop the Boo Hag, though. Like most Gullah spirits, hags are disgusted by indigo blue. Painting the tops of your window frames blue stops the Boo Hag from sneaking into your house. Salt is also a great repellent because it stops the hag from getting back into its skin. However, I advise you not to pour salt on people who act a little weird near you. That never goes well. The best solution is to leave the straw broom with bristles near your bedroom door. No, hags are not anti-cleaners, but they are OCD and love to count every last strand. By the time they're done, they can't get back into their skin before the sun comes back up. So you're safe for another night. When reading about the Boo Hag, I thought I was going to connect it to the Ojai vampire like I did for Comte de Saint-Germain. However, I found that shadow people share similar attributes to the hag. Both sit on your chest while you sleep, and both can cause the victim to wake up with a sense of helplessness. Why does this sort of intruder scare us so? The idea of a monster coming to attack us only to be stopped by his or her love of counting bristles make it seem silly or absurd. But why, despite all of that does the Boo Hag have a sense of danger behind it? It is because, like the shadow person, it attacks us when we are at our most vulnerable, when we're asleep. There is no way to defend ourselves when we are asleep, so any intruder, Boo Hag or shadow person, is, in reality, the ultimate predator on this plane. So maybe we are not the strongest species in the evolutionary scale. Maybe we're the target and always have been. Think about that when you go to bed tonight. And don't forget to bring your broom. Song is Giant Wyrm by Kevin Macleod. He is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. You can find his work on creativecommons.org/licenses/by/3.0. You can find out more about us and other episodes on our Facebook page, website, Instagram, Twitter, and our email at talesofthenumber2citiespodcast@gmail.com. Please rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes. It really helps us a lot. And also, thanks for listening.